We actually had original review recorded, but somebody forgot to check
no sound.
the audio mic, and there was no sound on one of our mics. So
Weird.
here we are again reviewing Shang-Chi real quick, giving you guys our thoughts because we definitely think it's worth checking out
So weird.
In theaters, especially.
in theaters.
Hell yeah. With surround sound. That's just the best.
I really love. I really don't know where to begin. I guess like the action was good, the martial arts, and I like how they brought in or how they adapted like Chinese culture to like like how they brought it in. There was dragons. There was fucking
Mystical animals.
Like
Just
I
so
forget
sick.
Secret villages.
the dragon cats or whatever they're called. You see statues of them in like in Chinese culture, and you actually see them here like live. It's a short bit, but
I thought it was pretty sick because
I kind of like that touch. Yeah,
I'd always seen those statues.
yeah.
I could never like make it out in my own imagination.
What would it be like?
Yeah.
Except for that'd be a badass tattoo, but that's it.
Other than that,
Yeah, and then they bring in a fucking dragon in this shit too. It was dope. It was dope to see.
they had Growliths. They had Ninetales.
Oh yeah, they had Ninetales.
They had little Kirby's and shit.
Kirby with no face.
Kirby's.
Just any creature you can think of from like Chinese mythology. They kind of
Try to
well, not
put it
every
in.
single one, but they brought them to life in here and kind of liked it. And they explained it in a way where I guess it makes sense in Marvel's terms, like the forest to get to that location to. Damn, we're like jumping around here, but this is where Shang-Chi's mom is from, and to get there is like this different realm, I guess. It's like not really Earth. It's a different.
It's a realm, yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's just a very like well hidden area. I feel like because he says that the portal only opens once a year.
There's a method. There's a portal you
time.
have to get to. But we're getting
too deep into it.
We don't want to give too many spoilers out yet. I mean, it's been out for a week.
It's already been out. People have already seen that shit, man.
Yeah, but still, some of our viewers, can hop on the opportunity. I still wanted to. Oh, it's been a week. Fuck it.
And then by the time this podcast comes out, it's gonna be next week.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to release it this weekend. This weekend.
Wiki bitch.
What would be your final review on it? Like out of 10?
8.
You?
I think last time I said a high 8. But that shit's up there. It's a good movie, man. Like you said earlier, the choreography, the music was pretty badass.
I love the music.
Just the fight scenes and how they correlate the music with the fight scenes. Especially that fight scene we were talking about earlier with Death Dealer and Shang-Chi, and it's just drums.
I give it a 9 out of 10. I would give it actually a 10 out of 10. I think that was an actual really legit good movie in my eyes.
10 out of 10.
Hell yeah.
That's high. That's higher than me right now. I'm just kidding. Damn, son.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I really would watch it. Like I think a couple more times in theaters. Honestly,
I probably knocked a few points off because it does kind of slow down for me in the middle. Kind of when they get to that magical area and they do all that explaining. I'll knock a point off for that. And then
another 0.4.
I mean, even though it was dope to look at, I felt it followed most of the Marvel like cliches where the final battle is like a bunch of computer CGI shit. I mean, like I said, it was fun to look at, but
it was still sick to see actual like martial arts.
Yeah.
But the ending, the very final battle wasn't very martial artsy. It was like dragon on dragon and
I'm just looking
10
there,
rings and I mean, which is like I said, it's a Marvel staple. The very last battle is all CGI heavy.
Super intense.
Yeah, but I kind of wish they kept the martial arts.
I mean, they did throughout the most. Or are you just talking about the last fight?
I'm talking about This is why I probably have to knock a point off. So that's why I give it a very high 8 out of 10. That's just me personally. Obviously he still enjoyed it all the way through. And that's cool. But for me, it's gonna be an 8 out of 10, and then 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, high 8.
So between all of us, it'd come out to what, maybe 9 out of 10?
Judging by my calculations, it's almost an average of 8.3.
8.5 out of 10, guys. Go ahead and check it out. But really go ahead and check it out.
Yes.
Especially if you're a big kung fu movie fan. because they have a lot of elements from Hidden Tiger, Crouching Dragon.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Why do I always have trouble pronouncing that?
It's English,
especially with the powers that Shang-Chi's mom had.
Mm-hmm.
All that airbending and shit. Yeah, I thought it was pretty dope to look at.
They had a closer connection to the Earth, opposed to his dad.
Well, it was a connection to the dragon, wasn't it? Didn't she say it was like the power
of the dragon,
or the heart of the dragon that made her access that power? And I like how they didn't make the Ten Rings seem too overpowered, even though Shang-Chi's father, which is AKA the Mandarin, was using them to conquer a bunch of nations. And this one, they didn't really feel too overpowered, especially since they were like their one weakness was that technique that his mom used.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, open fist.
Mm-hmm. All night. I mean, wait, what?
Open fist.
But it was good.
Yeah.
It was good. What were some of you guys' favorite parts?
The bus scene.
The buzz scene was amazing, bro.
It sets up.
It's intense. Yeah.
It sets up. It sets up the movie pretty well as far as the martial arts goes.
The dude that's blogging on the bus, legitimately like,
"Hey, it's your boy. What's his name?"
Yeah.
He's like, I've been in a couple fights, so I'm gonna be grading this one or something like that.
The whole fight.
Throughout the whole fight. That's a nice touch. I feel like the comedy was kind of on point too, and I thought that the side character Aquafina might get a little bit too much, but I felt her comedy was perfect for me.
She's funny. Bro.
Yeah, she's funny, and I do definitely want to see more of her, and I want to see her, and hopefully in a future Avengers movie, her and Peter Quill just like banter back and forth, like. Or even Rocket. Even Rocket.
Oh, okay.
You know she has her own show on Comedy Central?
What is it?
Aquafina.
It's called Aquafina. But I have no idea what it's about.
Sponsored by Aquafina.
It's, I think, one of those things where it's just like one of those shows, like it's kind of like about her life, but it's like, it's like Broad City. It's like, they just follows like the life of like this girl. But I kind of liked how they also incorporated that in the movie. City. It's like, her life and how they want her and the main guy to get married. And
I did like how in the beginning of the movie they're talking to their friends and they're telling about how they're working like for valet, and it's all boring. And at the end of the movie, they
make it sound so cool.
At the end of the movie, they talk about the adventure that they went through, and then like it's just a complete different. Like it was a nice funny joke.
You're being dead serious about what they just did. Save the Earth.
Their friends and were like,
sure.
Can you guys cut the shit?
Are you making fun of me?
Talking about yourself?
Then local as Wong comes in like, hey, I need to talk to you guys.
Wong taking on Abomination? Holy shit. The monster that the Hulk had trouble fighting? Holy shit. But he seemed a bit or way more tamed in this one.
He's under house arrest, bro. You saw the ankle bracelet on
I've seen some YouTube videos after that, and they're saying, well, I've heard this for a while, that they're setting up Dark Avengers, which is, well, you kind of need to watch
What If?
Captain America, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh.
Because they set up US Agent there, which he's going to be a part of. Black Widow's sister is going to be a part of.
Supposedly Ross or Thunder.
In the comic books, I think Ross is part of it. Either he's in charge or he's the Red Hulk.
He's the Red Hulk.
Because I know he becomes like the Red Hulk in the comics, but as far as Dark Avengers goes,
you know who that is, right? Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Annoying ass fool.
That's how you know he's a good actor.
And then supposedly Abominations.
That's why,
trying to be a part of that shit.
That's what I was leaning up to. Is that in a way, I guess they're training Abomination to be part of it, and you can even hear Wong be like, "I told you about your punches, how to swing, how to do." Like he was kind of teaching him in a way.
Oh,
maybe it's for
interesting.
that. But it's just speculation at this point. It'd be dope.
We're just speculators.
But it'd be dope if they kind of have like a Civil War type movie.
Speculators.
Stupid. A Civil War type movie where it's Avengers versus Dark Avengers. That'd be pretty dope. But yeah, we're back to Shang-Chi. Favorite parts, the bus fight.
The Death Dealer fight scene, I'm telling you, man, that was like one of the sickest fight scenes. Actually, those two fight scenes were way better than the last fight scene. Can we agree?
the last fight with the Mandarin with the 10 rings was pretty dope.
Well, let's split that fight.
Those three.
Let's split that fight into 2 fights. Because when it first fought,
that was across
under that little hut.
Yeah,
that fight scene was pretty sick, and that was
cool.
Just dodging the
and he
powers
fucking
of the scales.
punches him and sends him to the water. I was like, damn.
First of all, he took his air out.
Yeah,
that means he's in the water with no air. Like, ugh. Oh, but that fool has a 6-pack, huh, Jose?
I do like the way he makes that comeback though, which is predictable. I'm like, he's gonna find some way to channel his inner chi or some shit. Like I saw it coming a mile away. I saw it a mile away, but the way they did it was pretty dope. The fucking heart of the dragon saved his ass. I was like, oh shit, son.
That fool just swimming. Like Shang-Chi was like, holy shit. Fucking Rojas.
And then comes round 2 against his father. And that fight was pretty fucking dope.
Round 2.
I like that fight actually. I think the second fight was better for me. Hell yeah, 100
when he
times
takes
better.
control of the 10 rings, oh shit, that was fucking sick.
When he turned a different color.
Yeah, it was dope.
Fucking opens up a beacon, bro.
And I keep saying, I'm like, every movie that comes out now, like when Thanos was a threat, the noose was a threat. I just kept thinking, I'm like, oh, Odin can take care of him. I was like, okay, like, there was always an answer for him. But with Kang now, I'm like, how are they gonna take this motherfucker down?
How do you fight somebody
if he knows the attack you're gonna make before you make it? Like,
how do you fucking fight a mind reader?
Yeah, it just or a time traveler who's so familiar with time that he knows the exact moves you're gonna make.
Damn.
Like,
yeah, he knows about the weapons of your time.
And we'll get to that later. The 10 rings are supposedly somehow connected to him, but I'm thinking how, like, as I said, I'm trying to pay attention to these next movies to see what kind of powers they have and how they could use that against Kang. I'm like, how are these 10 rings gonna work against Kang? Especially if it's confirmed that they came from him originally. Like, he probably knows how they work.
We only saw a preview of what Shang-Chi can do with those 10 rings.
Yeah. And fuck, dude, we saw a good ass preview.
Yeah.
What is that? It
blew that fucking dragon up.
The Kamehameha.
He was doing some shit. I think it's an actual move too in martial arts. I'm not too sure about that though. There's a name for it.
There's they use, I think they said 2 types of, or no, they use like 2 main types of martial arts.
But the one he used on the dragon at the end is an actual.
It's an actual move.
Yeah. I'm not too sure, but
the Bruce Lee move.
For real.
They should got Ip Man to be Shang-Chi.
Oh shit! Or his father.
Oh god damn, Rojas, that was sick.
Damn, I kind of want to watch Ip Man now, dude.
Those fight scenes are nuts.
Yeah, but yeah, the movie was dope, music and everything. Favorite parts, favorite fights. We talked about characters, I guess. Shang-Chi, Awkwafina. I kind of wish they gave Death Dealer a better
more screen time, is what you mean.
Screen time and better death.
Yes, he died a little too quickly in the end.
And by the way, I thought that whole little part right there was corny. When that fool Razor Fist is like, "Yes, we shall work together."
I thought it was a funny joke though. He's like, first, like one of the village people was like, "We should work together against them." He's like, "No, we are the great 10 rings." And then one of them gets carried away and killed, and he's like,
"Who is Death Dealer?"
All right, we will work.
Oh yeah,
together.
fucking Death Dealer goes out like a bitch. He got his death deal. No, never mind. It sounded better in my head.
Make sure you put that.
But yeah, he dies, and then the guy's like, "Okay, we should work together."
The little Kirby thing was my favorite character.
Oh my god, bro!
Ben Kingsley,
Ben Kingsley,
playing dead. Did you guys think he was dead?
I thought he was dead, and then he was going up to him to be like, "Oh."
I thought he was like really hurt, and then he's just like, "Calm down, I'm not dead. Just play along.
It's an act."
And he just
Kirby plays along.
I do like the little how they kind of fixed the Mandarin character in this, because he first was introduced in Iron Man 3. Ben Kingsley played him
as a bitch.
Well, as a badass at first, and I'm like, holy shit! And then you find out he's a fucking actor.
I'm an actor from
it's
Liverpool.
Like if, like the Mandarin is what the Joker. The Mandarin to Iron Man is what Joker is to Batman, and if they did that with the Joker character, people would be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
But they fixed it. Still, there was no direct connection between him and Iron Man, which
Can move.
I guess it's like whatever now.
I feel like it's the same person. It's gonna end up being the same person. Not the whole,
I know, but there was no direct connection to Iron Man. Like he even said it. He's like, Americans use my name and the name of my clan to spread terror. It wasn't him himself. It was
a different person.
Yeah, it was somebody else. I'm like, damn it! Come on, give us that comic book Mandarin, please.
And
But
yeah.
but no.
But it's cool. They're not gonna get as close to they're trying to get close to the comic books as possible.
This
But
Mandarin is nowhere near, except for the 10 Rings, maybe. And even the 10 Rings aren't even comic accurate, but they made them work in this movie.
I think
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
I think just like in Iron Man as well, they didn't do it justice. The 10 Rings.
Oh yeah, which they could have. I mean, the setup was good, but then the payoff in Iron Man 3 was just like
stupid.
They fucked it up. Yeah.
That's why Iron Man 3 is one of my least favorite Marvel movies.
Well, except for the first one, the Iron Man have always been one of the weaker Marvel movies.
Emotional.
Okay, I wasn't saying nothing. What were you saying?
I was just saying that movie got me emotional. Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3?
Yes.
Really?
When Pepper almost dies? Hell yeah.
And who?
Pepper.
Pepper and
Really?
spice? No.
Pepper, salt. Mr. Salt.
But as far as the first one, I think it's the best one. But Iron Man movies have always been the weaker Marvel movies for me, I think. I guess we could get into the future of it now, like the 2 end credit scenes.
Ooh.
First one was Wong, Shang-Chi, and Awkwafina in a call with Bruce Banner. I'm not gonna say Hulk because he wasn't Hulk. And Captain Marvel.
Oh,
bitch.
Captain Karen. I'm gonna call her Captain Karen. She's always like, oh, sorry, I have to go. There's something. I'm like, well, don't show up then. Just handle your business out there. Like, what the
You know
hell?
what Jose did bring up the other day? Her hair.
Oh, because some time passed since Endgame. But the first scene is all of them talking about the 10 Rings and where they come from. And even Captain Marvel, who I don't know shit about her, I don't want to, says that she's been around, like as far as like the planets go and everything out there, and she hasn't seen anything like them before. And then Bruce Banner also says that out of all the records, there's no trace or anything about him. Like
Wong says that.
Oh, well, Wong, yeah.
Everything that Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner said that it predates 1,000 years.
It's older than 1,000 years.
Older than when the Mandarin found him, which leaves people to speculate that Kang, because there is a part in the comics where Kang goes back in time. Well, he's originally from the future, but he goes back in time and he becomes like a pharaoh or some shit. He becomes a
King Tut.
King Tut.
Oh, what?
So they might reference that in a way, and that's how the 10 Rings got to where they
That's
are. That's
crazy.
Because the weapons could be from the future.
Yeah,
but it's still time.
Because it really do look like future weapons. They don't really seem too mystical. At least to me, like they don't seem like magic too much. They seem more like technical. Like if you get what I'm saying.
Because it has to be Earth. Because for Captain Marvel to not be able to, like, I've never seen this type of technology.
She's traveled everywhere.
Her forte is ancient or alien civilizations.
Yeah, and weapons and stuff. So that's like
why I'm like, I was telling you behind the scenes. I was like, it has to be a Kang reference. It has to be from Earth, from the future. He took him to the past. Whatever, how many years he went back in time, it could be 3,000 years. It's still 3,000 years. I'm like, yeah, dude. If Banner said that these rings are way older than 1,000 years,
yeah,
Shang-Chi, the Mandarin just so happened to run into them.
Maybe maybe Kang was like, they were like best buds, and they were like, you know what, I'm going back to my time. Take these. Say you found them wherever, or it could be where.
Ooh, I like that.
Or it could be where Kang just fucking left them somewhere, forgot about them, thought they were hidden, and
that was like
Mandarin stumbled. I know.
Where are my 10 rings?
But yeah, that's the speculation for the first end credit scene, which I think is pretty dope. Oh well, there's more to it. Apparently, after he beat the dragon with that move, that sent a signal out. I think a cosmic signal. They said, I forget what, which leads other people to believe that it was a signal towards Galactus. And
Who Galactus?
The one comic book reference, and I had to look this up. The one comic book reference this movie had to Galactus is that dragon, the one that would suck the souls out of everything. Originally in the comics, that creature is the reason how Galactus planet was destroyed. People were dying out of nowhere and stuff like that, and it was just getting destroyed. And
the Dweller of Darkness.
Yeah,
that's the reason why Galactus' people died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So when he killed that thing, maybe that signal sent out a signal to Galactus saying, "Oh, it's dead." I don't know, but that's another speculation that I've seen on the internet.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I know.
I love how this is all like coming together with like little speculations, little things.
All thanks to YouTube.
It's nuts, man. Other people are saying that it's the signal for the emergence leading up to the. No, it can't be.
Ooh, that could be it.
Or some shit like that, but actually, it doesn't even make any sense.
But they said that or in the Eternals trailer, they said the snap was the cause of the emergence.
The one that Hulk did, I think.
Oh, when he tried to get everything back to normalize, and he just.
Well, it was a constant, I think, use of it. It was like Thanos, and who was it? It was used 3 times. It was Thanos again to destroy the stones. Oh, but it wasn't on Earth.
Bruce Banner.
The second one wasn't on Earth. It was wherever Thanos was staying at.
Oh yeah, on his planet, wasn't
it?
On his garden.
So the first one was half of the universe destroyed. The second one was to destroy the stones, and the third one was Bruce Banner.
So the fourth one.
Who's the fourth one?
Iron Man.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, wow.
Are we sure that Thanos used them to destroy?
He said, "I used the stones to destroy the stones," and his hand was all fucked up.
Yeah.
Holy shit! God damn,
it had to be.
I forgot about
it.
That.
Had to be Tony's snap with the nanotechnology.
Maybe, or maybe just all of them. They'll probably answer the question in the Eternals.
Stay
movie.
tuned in 1 month. We have the answers.
Turtles.
The turtles, yeah.
Once again, we're just speculating here.
Huh? So what was the second one? The second after credit scene?
Shang-Chi's sister, which we didn't even bring up in the
review
at all, because she's not in the movie as much.
Man. This happened to the last podcast. So
I
remember
liked how they really brought that in apart, and I really actually thought that whole fighting tower thing was just dope as fuck. I was like, you're going from like one place to another. You see a sumo wrestler, and they're like, "Oh, this is nothing. You're not competing here. This is just for the."
These are low-level fights.
Low-level fights. You're gonna go up to the fucking super advanced
Abomination and Wong, but
fucking the Undertaker going against Mankind and shit.
after all that, that fight scene on the side of the building with all the
oh my god, that's a really good fight scene too, bro. Jesus,
you know what it kind of reminded me of? Rush Hour 2.
Yeah, same here.
When they're fucking fighting on the bamboos and then they're all just jumping from there.
Bro,
Jackie Chan,
screaming
obviously.
Jackie Chan right there. Like this guy is literally like
he's
another
his own stunt
of,
double.
You know what's a kind of not really. Well, what's a fact? A choreographer worked with Jackie Chan too.
Yeah,
he was. I think Jackie Chan's go-to choreographer.
Oh shit!
Oh, you're right.
And unfortunately, he passed away before the movie.
Is that what the message was for at the end of the movie?
Oh, I think yeah.
You know what?
And it was an American name because it was an American guy, right?
The choreography was definitely spot on.
Alan, who passed away at age 48, served as a stunt coordinator on the Kingsman films, Scott Pilgrim, Rush Hour 3, Nightmare on Elm Street, and a number of Jackie Chan films
There
from
you go.
1994 onwards.
That was his go-to guy, or one of his go-to guys. But yeah, like we stated before, the choreography was on point.
Yep.
With the fighting and everything, especially that scene we were talking about on the side of the building, and when it leads into the building with Shang-Chi versus the Death Dealer, which was pretty dope.
Hella sick.
Yeah. So kudos to him. Condolences to his family, but yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
He couldn't see the final project, but man, his work has been amazing, and you could kind of see some of Jackie Chan, especially in that
That's the only thing I saw.
in that bus fight scene where he's using his jacket as a
Oh yeah.
like, deflecting tool or whatever. I thought that was pretty dope.
There's they call it, like a famous thing that Jackie Chan does. He goes da 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 da, and he just throw like punches like left right left right.
One of the things that I've always loved
He did
about
that
Jackie
in-
Chan's style is he would use like anything and everything that's around him. Like,
Talking
see,
about-
we
talking
still
about-
didn't even bring up his sister
Talk about his
because
sister.
I know.
I feel she was left out. I didn't feel she was a big part of the movie. She was just there for what?
I actually felt she was a big part of the movie.
Yeah.
For what?
She had the second eye.
Okay. What else?
She learned the martial arts of her dad
Yeah.
without being taught that.
I felt Aquafina had a better arc than she did.
Well, Aquafina has that comedic fucking.
No,
extra.
but she actually learned. She
Oh,
was the reason that dragon got saved. The soul sucking dragon was about to suck the soul out of.
That
sounds
scene
wrong.
was so sad when the one that trained her for that one day dies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bro.
And then all of a sudden he's like, just point
And
and
he,
shoot.
he tells her don't die, but he dies.
Supposedly he was a trainer with Bruce Lee.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. He used to train with Bruce Lee?
He used to train with Bruce Lee.
That's dope.
Yeah, dude.
All these connections, man.
Yeah,
Fucking
for
sick,
real.
Dude.
dude. But
Yeah.
So, yeah, like his sister, I feel like she was a big part of the movie, bro. She came out.
she was a part of the movie. I'll say that.
She
Big
was
part.
I don't think she was a stepping stone, though.
It's only for Mandarin to really get that.
But
Emerald
that's cool.
thing.
It could have. You know what? It's actually perfect that she wasn't, because I think that might have put her and Shang-Chi at a level when the movie is called Shang-Chi.
Well, I mean, it could have been.
You
whatever,
didn't want to take away from
I thought she
Shang-Chi.
was gonna
They
go peace
might
out.
they might explore more of her given this after the credit scene is
Yep.
that she takes control of the 10 rings and she's in charge of them. And
The organization.
it even says at the
Not
very
the 10
end.
rings.
No, 10 rings. She still has a 10 ring. Well, either way.
I'd say she's taking
organization.
over the organization, not the actual 10 rings.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. The organization of the 10 rings. Yeah, where was I gonna head with this?
Oh, they're gonna give
What
her
an
like a
asshole.
story after.
Oh yeah, and even at the very end, it says that this specifically says the 10 rings will return. It doesn't
Yeah.
say Shang-Chi. It doesn't say this and that, which we know Shang-Chi's gonna return, but it specifically says
Yeah,
10 rings.
It's a good. You're right.
10 rings will return. So I'm pretty sure it's either gonna be a Disney Plus show or maybe her own movie, or they're gonna be a bigger part of the second one. I'm sure they're gonna explore more of her criminal underworld past in that one.
Ooh,
Fucking Brad
I
Pitt
would
comes out.
love-
Fight Club.
I would love to see how she started
Well,
that Fight Club.
Oh, I mean, I guess because this movie was very family focused, she did kind of play a part in that of how Shang-Chi left her when she was
Family
young.
drama.
Yeah. So I guess there's that. But you can, I mean, the Mandarin was part of that too, so
Yeah.
done better. But either way,
God, Dad.
they're gonna be returning. 10 Rings will be the organization will be returning
In the near future,
in the near future. I don't know. I'm not sure how or when.
they come out in the Matrix and shit.
They might just be like an army they have at their disposal now. Like
Yeah.
you know, it's like Kang shows up, let's throw the 10 rings at him. Boom. But I hope they explore more of her character. Other than that, like I said,
Nope.
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 You guys have any speculations of that at all, or?
I don't know.
It's either between a movie. I think it's either between a movie and then a show.
Or they might be like a
Or what if that's
maybe
his
like
zombies
a
too?
maybe like a shield type thing where they kind of pop up between Marvel movies here and there, you know, like
To help out.
I think they
or-
will pop out because the 10 Rings after Iron Man 1, they still made cameo appearances. Like one that I was like, oh, I didn't catch it earlier. The weapons buyer, it was like some like white guy, but he had 10 rings sticking out of
Oh
his,
yeah,
and I think it was one of the Iron Man movies, right? I don't even remember anymore.
Oh.
and they
But,
did that with Hydra too. Like people who would have that Hydra tattoo right here.
Mhm.
Like I think they come out in Ant-Man as well, the first one. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna be appearing like that. Like someone's making a shady deal or some shit, and some guy has like a 10 ring tattoo, and you're like, oh shit,
with the 10 rings.
something like that. But
Jian Ling.
yeah, pretty good movie. Definitely worth checking out in theaters, especially that final battle.
Sorry, I keep.
But yeah, what did we rate it? 8 out of 10.
9.5 out of 10.
Stop rating it. Just go watch it. No, but seriously, 8 out of 10.
So now 9.5. All right, so 9 out of 10.
Who said 9 out of 10?
I said 9.5.
Oh, 9.5?
I actually really
Damn,
liked it.
his review went up half a point after
talking about it.
talking about it.
Well, first you said 10 out of 10. That's why I was like, wait,
10 out of
9.5?
No, it didn't go down. It was just like that's my like final.
Oh, final.
Like if
Now-
I could give it a 10
Now that
out
we
of
talked
10,
about it,
yeah, so I was
yeah.
like, okay, 9.5, entertaining, definitely
Yeah.
a good movie.
It's a good watch.
It is. Check
Oh,
it out,
yeah.
especially if you're a big Kung Fu fan, like I said.
Joy, you
Or-
gotta be.
Even a big Marvel fan, too.
Yeah.
Go ahead and check it out. Definitely worth watching. You guys have anything else to add about the movie, about anything?
All I'm saying at the end is I'm excited for the Eternals and Spider-Man
Yes,
coming up.
Definitely.
Skip Venom.
I'm a...
No, I'm still kind of.
No, but-
I want to see where that leads into. Too.
I want to see what it leads into, but I'm not as excited as I am as
Maybe
Venom
it might
and
lead
Carnage
into-
have been my favorite villains growing up, so I'm definitely going to check it out, regardless if the movie's good or bad. It's probably going to be bad, but...
Ah,
Because I wasn't the biggest fan of Venom, the first one. So I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure this one's going to be the same.
the first Venom movie or his first appearance in the
The
Spider-Man.
first... Oh,
'Cause
kind
that
of
one
both.
was whack.
Kind of
yeah.
both, yeah.
Got Topher Grace.
I was
to play
like,
that
at first I was
shit.
like, damn, they got Tom Hardy to play Venom, and then I saw Sony was making it. I'm like, oh, Sony again? They fucked up Venom the first time.
that was like,
Ew.
Ew, get the shit out of here. But yeah, I think that's all we have for you guys today, or
Sick.
for the review at least. Yeah, check it out, and
Go watch.
Love talking about Marvel. Catches every.
I think this is gonna be a Marvel channel now. No, I'm just kidding. But we are gonna be talking about a lot of comic book shit, especially with the recent movies coming up. So,
Tune in if you see Marvel on the title.
or if you just enjoy our podcast,
School my ass
our
on some
show for
Marvel,
now.
too.
We're not a legit podcast yet, but we're a show for now. We're on YouTube.
Not getting paid. Well, yeah. Cheers.
But yeah. All right, guys.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista. Don't forget to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Peace out, Kevin.